Hi guys, welcome to the first episode on TRENDSCOPE, and today we have something that is very juicy. We'll be talking about a family and how they were deported. But before then, my name is Relocation, and here with me is
Stephen E.O.
We'll be talking about a Nigerian family, how their relocation journey ended. And it didn't just end like on a beautiful note, it ended abruptly. But I'll be reading some few things here so that we can understand
The genesis
exactly
of everything.
Yeah, so a Nigerian family's relocation to the UK ended in a disaster after a series of personal and legal conflicts. Tobore sold nearly all his assets, including his house, land, car, and business, and even borrowed 20 million to move to the UK with his wife, Funke, and 3 children, of whom was with a relative they had been raising. Funke, a nurse, secured a stable job quickly, while Tobore struggled with occasional warehouse work. About a year later, their marriage hit a crisis where Funke discovered Tobore was still communicating with a former girlfriend. He was communicating with a former girlfriend. So, she was angry. She reported to the UK Home Office and removed him as her dependent because she was the primary visa holder. So she did that. This decision meant that Tobore faced deportation within weeks. In retaliation, Tobore reported to authorities that one of the children listed in their immigration document was neither their biological child nor legally adopted, an issue considered a serious immigration violation. The Home Office launched an investigation and ordered DNA tests. This is really intriguing. Now let's hear what the result confirmed. The result confirmed the claim, exposing the false declaration. As a consequence, the UK government deported the entire family back to Nigeria. The aftermath has been harsh. I mean, it has to be harsh anyways.
Yeah.
Their marriage has collapsed. Tobore now works as a taxi driver in Abuja. Funke earns a modest salary as a nurse in Lagos, and the children live with Funke's mother in the village. What began as a hopeful search for a better life abroad ultimately ended in financial loss, family breakdown, and a forced return home. This is heartbreaking.
What a decline.
This is heartbreaking, like really heartbreaking.
First time I even read through this story, I was surprised. I was even emotional reading through the story. You know, family, you moved to the UK and all of you are back to Nigeria to square one again after selling everything they had in Nigeria.
Now, one thing I have a problem with is that I would not say men, but why? Like why? I want to know, or I may not really get the whole rationale behind it. You are married and you are still communicating with your ex-girlfriend. I don't know the kind of temperament the lady has.
Okay.
I don't know how she may think, but for her to be angry that he is still communicating with his ex-girlfriend, probably
She saw something. She saw something that triggered her.
Probably she saw something that triggered her, or maybe she was not just happy with the way they were conversing. As a married man, I really don't think you should be communicating with someone who you had feelings for in the past, who you had a relationship that deep with in the past. What exactly are you looking for?
Well, you know, some men, they will say men are polygamous in nature, right? So, and some men, you know, for him to have, moved the family to UK, it shows he loves the family, right? And some men, they will say, yeah, I love my family, I love my wife, but I still need to do some things outside. That's very wrong. And that's why some people, they'll say they are polygamous in nature. I heard somebody, she said something one time that it is impossible for you to claim you love your wife and still cheat on her. But some men will say, no, I love my wife, but we still need to do other things outside. So the point now is, if truly you love your wife, you set around boundaries, you create boundaries that should guide you, from doing some certain things, that would not trigger your partner.
I don't get. Is it the mentality? Is it an African mentality to think that men are polygamous in nature, or it's a worldwide something? Because I know this thing called cheating is a random thing. Very soon now, our coming generation, everybody will begin to see it as a normal thing, which I hope is not going to get to that point. But you can't claim you love a person and say you still want to cheat with that person.
Yeah. Not even a claim of maybe mistake, something happened, but this one you intentionally, willfully.
Mistake.
Is there even something like mistake?
There is nothing like mistake. There is nothing like mistake. There is nothing like mistake. You are in a relationship with somebody, or you are married, and then you are looking outside. It is not a mistake.
So, for that lady to have reacted that way, I believe she went too far, right? She went too far. There are better ways to handle stuff.
What other way
like
do you
this.
think is better to have handled it?
Yeah, she would have maybe both of them go for. This whole story points that they don't have somebody they listen to. So I don't think any reasonable person would advise the lady to remove the husband as her dependent. So I believe the moral of this story is, before you make any decisions, when you are angry, you're full of rage, don't make that step of revenge. Just calm down, because look at everything. I believe maybe she will be regretting her action today.
What if she's not?
You heard the story. She's earning a modest salary in Abuja. Is it in Abuja?
In Lagos.
In Lagos.
Yeah.
And the whole stress of Lagos compared to living in the UK. Modest salary. You need to look at that.
What if she's not regretting that?
How are you sure that she's not regretting?
What? That's what I'm saying. What if she's
I'm not just blaming the lady. I understand that the man was very wrong, but the lady, she should have handled things better.
I also think that too, because she was angry. And I don't think you can make any good decision in a state of anger.
Yeah, that's why she's supposed to calm down.
I don't. But these things, they are sometimes not easy. They are sometimes not easy, especially if your temperament is something that is really not easy at
Don't
times.
have self-control.
Well, if you really don't have self-control, I think you would make that decision. What I'm driving at is that probably her emotions were overwhelming, that she could not bear it any longer. Probably. I mean, for you to go that far to report to authorities in the hub. No. Probably what would have happened is that, I think the best thing that would have happened, maybe she should have just gone to a lawyer to just do something. But going up there,
Or do you think somebody advised her to make that decision?
it's possible.
Maybe a lady advised her. And I don't know, there's a comment I saw on that same post, and I would like to read it. It's a bit long, but do you want to read it? Should I show you? So okay, let me read it. All right. So this is from Unyoma one on Instagram. So Unyoma, right? All right. So she was replying to the post. She said, instead of him to use the remaining 90 days to look for sponsorship or change visa, the point there is the man would have done something, because when the lady removed him as a dependent, right? So the man would have taken some step to for him to remain there in the UK, right? So she said, instead of him to use the remaining 90 days to look for sponsorship or change visa, he was scheming on how to deport his own family, as if he was not the one that caused the problem. Okay, he caused the problem. Also, the 20 million that she spent, it was not she that spent the 20 million, it was the man. So was it not to relocate? Did he not achieve his goal? People spend that amount on tuition fees alone. He came to the UK, correct? Now his main aim should be to stay here, whether the woman is in the picture or not. After he works for a year, he will get that 20 million back. People just lack business sense. Everything is not anger. That is the point.
Yeah.
Everything is not anger. He said, now you sold all your properties in Nigeria So if you go back, where will you stay? This shows that some people, they don't just think before making, they just want to ask, okay, I'll punish you for this thing you did to me, and all of you, you are all in the mess.
I think
together.
The whole genesis of this thing is their mindset. It's their mindset.
Explain.
Of course, I would. It is the way they are wired to think that when you do something, I have to retaliate. I have to show you who is boss. I have to show you that me too can play this game. You get? I think it's a mindset thing because if it is not, look at the way he had to. I mean, was there even a need for retaliation? Things were supposed to be fine, probably, if he had taken necessary steps. I really like the comment that she made.
Yeah.
I like the comment that she made. He had days to at least be able to stay. You wanted to stay. So I think she had done that already.
Yeah.
She had done it already. So he just had to like find a way to still stay there if that was where he wanted to stay. Still stay there, like make one or two. It may not be easy. The road will be very bumpy. Yes, you cost it, of course. But stay and then do what it is that you initially came to the country you came to do. I mean, to do whatever it is that you want to do there. Yeah. Even though you still made mistake, what you did in the beginning was wrong. Well, yeah.
In the beginning.
Even though what you did in the beginning was very wrong, but you still decided to say that, oh, you want to report. In fact, from this whole family thing, there is a problem. Number one, why would you want to report that the child you guys are with?
No.
Why? It means
so petty.
It means there's actually a reason behind the child being with two people in the first place.
I believe the man's aim was that, okay, he believed maybe there's nothing he can do about it. So his own plans for me to go down alone, I'd rather bring you with me.
So is it that the man does not have sense, or the people around him that maybe advised him to do that are not really knowledgeable?
Like I said about the woman. So I actually made some few research. I tried to see what the man should have done, maybe to because if you read through the article, it said he was to be deported in weeks, right? So, and that comment, the lady said he had 90 days to do some things, maybe to change your visa. So I made research. I saw 4 things he would have done. Maybe one, switch to another visa category, like she said. Then 2, apply based on long residence or private family life. So I don't think they've stayed there for a long time.
I know of an asylum. Are you mad?
All right. So some people actually go through that, especially where they are coming from, right, is maybe not a safe place for them to see the country they're coming from. So all of those things can be used as an excuse. And I also saw somebody say that he could have challenged it legally in court. I don't know, is it possible?
I don't know.
I don't know if we have an immigration lawyer viewing us in the comment section. Drop your thoughts so that we'll know what you could have done better. Like I said, number 4, challenge the decision legally. Is it possible? Let us know in the comment section.
So we've seen that the whole genesis started from him. Did he even say cheating or communicating with his ex-girlfriend? Let's even look properly safe.
He was communicating. So I believe maybe something triggered her.
It's possible they were sending themselves inappropriate pictures.
Maybe he was sending money to her in Nigeria.
It cannot just be that. It can't just be that.
She saw something that made her escalated.
Yes, probably they were sending inappropriate pictures because it's possible. It's possible, and it's possible that he's still attached to the former girlfriend. It's possible. I don't know why, but I don't think it is appropriate that you are married and you are still keeping tabs with your exes. It doesn't make any sense. I am saying it today that it doesn't make any sense. It is wickedness to do that. Absolute wickedness. Over to you, my brother. You don't agree, Abby?
Yeah, that's why I did not agree.
It's possible.
So put yourself in your partner's shoes. If she's the one doing those things you are doing today, would you have accepted all of those things? Then judge yourself.
Judge yourself. What I judge yourself for is bad. It's a bad thing.
Power. It's a bad thing.
It's a bad thing. It is illogical. It is wickedness to do something like that.
Yeah. So you see, the whole thing I just want us to, there are a lot of lessons to learn from this, but one of the major things that stood out for me is that whenever you are angry, you calm down. Do the calms, right? You do the calms and think very well. Let your mind be clear. Think very well before you make that decision.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Nothing good comes out of anger. Nothing good. Your partner can offend you in so many different ways, not just this kind of way. So many ways that you can resolve. But you just have to be calm, okay? You just have to be very, very calm before making any decision. There's somewhere in the scripture that says that anger brings destruction. Yeah, so you can't make any good decision out of it. So always try to calm down. If you have to talk to somebody, talk to a person. If you have to go out on a vacation or something, you can do that. If you don't have the luxury of time, just have it in mind that you should calm down. Like, take a space to calm down. All right, that's on this episode. That is that on this part of TRENDSCOPE. Please ensure to like, share, subscribe, and please drop a comment. I know you have things that you want to talk about on these things. Do let us know. All right, bye.